Wow. All right, everybody. Welcome to the new members call. For those of you who may watch this, and for those of you who may be seeing this that are brand new, don't know anything about Herbalife, my name is Stephen Crawford. I have been a member for 2.5 years, and it's been an amazing 2.5 years. Before Herbalife, I was actually ex-college athlete, was in pretty decent shape, but needed a little bit more for my life, needed an opportunity, moved to California, found the opportunity, went full-time after about 6 months of hard work. 2.5 years later, been able to start to design the lifestyle that I've always wanted and dreamed of. And that's what we have the opportunity to do here at Herbalife. Usually when we get on these calls, I have a lot of stuff planned and topics, at hand, and I was thinking about a lot of stuff. But as you all know, well, for those of you who don't know, I do live in San Bernardino, California, where all the shootings happened today, and it's been a very it's been a particularly different feel today. It's been we closed down all of our classes that we had going on today. It's just been a different kind of day today, because these tragedies and stuff that happen, you never really kind of get that feeling until it actually hits home. And it was right around the corner from my little brother works, and he was really scared all day. So today's been like a little bit of a nerve-wracking day, but it also makes me realize just how much that Herbalife is actually needed. And we're not just talking about, health and nutrition. We're not just talking about the fact that we are the number one, meal replacement company in the world. That's a given. Our products are proven over 30 some odd years. But the reason why we have 35 plus years behind us is what we have to offer humanity. And somebody posted in one of our local threads, we're needed more than ever, because a lot of these people who do these things have no sense of belonging. A lot of people who carry out senseless acts feel like there's, a loss of, humanity amongst people. And, now more than ever, we're actually needed to go out in the community and make an impact, because we know the people who are inside, the people who get on these calls, people who sacrifice, go to these meetings, that once you get inside the Herbalife bubble, your life is nothing but positivity. But we have to understand that we have so much more to offer people than, hey, we can definitely get you to lose weight. Yeah, we can get you to lose weight, but some people are looking for something. Some people are at their wits' end because they have nothing. They have nothing to belong to. So today, oh my goodness, hold on, let me get this. Girl, my kids are home today and they are terrorizing stuff. 1 second. All right, this girl's about to get into something she wasn't supposed to. But that's a good topic for today, especially for those people who may struggle with their love for Herbalife. Some people really stop doing the business, or some people stop really wanting to be involved because they stop taking their nutritional products, and they stop taking their shakes and whatnot for a while. Maybe they're tired of them, maybe they can't afford it, whatever the case may be, and then they fall out of the business. And that lets me know that you're not really in touch with everything that Herbalife has to offer. It'll be a time to where, me personally, I may not be on a specific plan. I may just drink a shake every now and then and, enjoy my bev mix and all of the, aloe or whatever. I may not be searching for a goal, but the fact that I'm around people, the fact that I'm around the atmosphere, the fact that I'm around positivity and people who are actually trying to make a change, it keeps me involved. It keeps me, giving, it's my part of contribution to show up. It keeps me going to the community, and it keeps me, being of service to Herbalife. Even if I'm not on a specific nutrition plan. And I think a lot of us have to get in touch with that aspect of it, to completely fall in love with everything. And there's a reason why a lot of people never leave, and a lot of people never leave a company because of that, because of what they came from. I don't know who was on the call this morning with Style. He kind of hinted at it when he said before Herbalife, he really didn't have any sort of sense of positivity. And if you ever heard Style Bell's full story, his whole life people were telling him that he couldn't be anything. He went to go live with his aunt because his family told him, that he was never going to amount to anything. And there are a lot of people who are told and who go through life being told that they're not going to be successful at what they're doing. And there are a lot of people telling us in Herbalife we're not going to be successful. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But like I told you before, people are only questioning what we're doing because they're living a miserable lives themselves, because they're not living out their dreams themselves. It's only a small percentage of us that are actually chasing something better that they tell us that we can't achieve. And we have social proof. There was social proof this morning, 8 President's Team members, 8 in one call, that'll tell you. That's social proof that you can change your entire life from nothing. All of the President's Team members on the call, I don't even know if y'all know all of the stories, and I'll briefly touch on every last one because I've heard, girl, I'm talking right now. But if you heard the stories, Style Bell said he started with $90 in his pocket. Brian Holyfield, he started, with living at his mom's house, and he was in debt. Super Mario started just out of prison. Garen Jones started living homeless out of his car. Celeste Richmond, now a lot of people don't know her story, but she was, spending more money than she was making at a corporate job. Keon Owens and Jonathan Weber living in Compton, California. I don't need to say much else. Living a different kind of hustle. Keon has never had a job. I'll tell you guys, Keon has never had a job. He was doing some other kind of hustle in Herbalife before Herbalife. None of these people were prestigious and had a beautiful lifestyle before they came into it. And like they said, it doesn't make any sense to have that many people reach a level of success off of Herbalife. And that's the possibility that we have. No matter what position you're at right now, a lot of us are in better off positions than all those President's Team members that were on the call. All of them. Some of us don't know what it's like to struggle. Some of us don't know what it's like to not have the money to pay bills. Some of us may not be at that point. But that is just to let you know that anybody can do it. Yes, there are people who left, that had great jobs and left to do Herbalife. But then there are people who had nothing, like myself. So our social standard doesn't have to be what people say it is. We have too much proof. You guys have too much proof of what's possible. Each and every one of you have gotten a message from somebody whose life that you've changed. That's all you need. That's your Herbalife shield. That one person. That's why for a year, couldn't nobody tell me that. You still can't tell me that Herbalife doesn't work. You still can't tell me that this company is bad for you. One, it changed my life. I've never been, people say you lose money. I spent $68 to sign up. I got that back the first day, as being a member. And then everything after that has been nothing but profit for 2.5 years. Invest a little bit back into my company and in business meetings, but everything's really been profit. But I watched my roommate lose weight when we tried to have him lose weight for years, 2 years. And all of a sudden he gets this Herbalife and he loses 25 pounds his first month. So that right there, I don't care if I never had gotten another person healthy on Herbalife. I knew that it worked because I saw it. So if you've ever gotten a message from anybody, that alone should keep you in this forever, because somebody else out there probably deserves that same exact thing. Somebody else out there is looking for it. So today, the conversation will be nothing about opportunity, and not just the opportunity to get in the best shape of your life, but the opportunity to change every aspect of your life. If you want to be submerged with positivity, if you want to be submerged with opportunity, you want to be submerged with the chance to actually change other people's circumstances, this is the only place that I know you can do it. Whatever job you may have or have, ask yourself, am I able to set myself up for financial freedom while getting in great shape and then help somebody else do the same exact thing? I don't know any job out there that allows you to do that while having fun with positive people. Because at every event, there's a party. There's always a qualification for you to get rewarded for something. They always give you money, vacations, all of these things. So why not wake up every day and work towards that? These things that go on in the world let me know that, hey, maybe I should wake up and be more grateful and work a little bit harder, because there's somebody out there that probably today, 14 people died, and one of those people probably was looking for a way out. One of those people probably didn't like the fact that they were working where they were working. One of those people probably needed to be talked to and was miserable. They will never have a chance to experience what we experienced. We never know. We never know. You guys know Sheriff, who just hit 2.5 goals fencing. Well, his sister was one of the people that died, got killed in Paris in the shooting. And Sheriff never even gave her the opportunity to join the business. Who knows? She may be in America with him. That may never happen. Who knows? And we won't speculate too much. But we'll just say, whose life are you not impacting? Whose life do you know that needs to be changed that you haven't even tried? Or we just being selfish with the opportunity because we know we can make money. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. But I know I became successful when I decided to give the opportunity to other people. I would have never talked to my Orlando or Adrian or Rachel if I had not known that the opportunity was going to change their life because it changed mine. I could have just been doing high volume all this time. Not even care to give the opportunity. And I got to get back to that. You have to know, and this is the thing. This is where I think a lot of people fail. And this, we're not even going to say fail. This is where a lot of people don't even realize and go to that place in their mind is when you're speaking to somebody, you probably don't even have the confidence to talk about the business because you don't know everything that it has to offer. All you know is I can probably make some money off of this, so let me try and get them on the plane. You don't even know which one of your clients that you talk to that you may can just mention the business to, and they can be like, oh my God, I was looking for something like this. Because you love it so much, why don't you give somebody else the chance to love it just as much? It ain't about pushing shakes in their face. It's about finding out what they need. That's what Gary will always say. And this is one thing I'll always remember. And I'm actually going to hit up every single one of my downline. I meant to do it today, but we had all this stuff going on today, and I'm going to probably do it within the next 24 hours. Is reach out to all my members, and even probably most of you supervisors. Just ask, what do you want? And I'm not talking about getting six-pack abs. I'm talking about, what do you want? Why did you become a member? Why did you sign up? What do you want? Because this company will give you everything. You want financial freedom? Cool. I'll show you the things that you have to do to get that. And if you don't do them, then you don't want it. Cool. I can show you how to get in shape. I can tell you the sacrifices you have to make if you want to change your entire life physically. I can tell you. But I can't make you do it. I can't make anybody say, shoot, I'm driving in a car so I can't get on this call. Or I'm in the gym so I can't get on this call. Or it's a game on TV so I can't get on this call. Or I'm at work so I can't put my headphones in. But when you feel like it, you put your headphones in and listen to some music. This isn't about, when just that area where like Gary would say, most people are broke until they're inspired. But most people won't even do this business until they're inspired. Most people won't sacrifice until they're inspired. If your favorite band is playing in your town, you're going to do everything you can possibly do to go. But when a president's team member has a call, and he's trying to tell you, or she's trying to tell you how to change your life, and you don't even want to tune in because it may not be entertaining, that lets you know. But Herbalife is going to be one of them things that really reveals if you're really trying to change your life or not. Because there are going to be people that doubt you. There are going to be situations that you have to be in, that you have to make sacrifices for. And it's really going to boil down to who's willing to do it and who's not. So today we just want to reflect on opportunity that we all have. We all have the same opportunity. Each and every last one of you have the same opportunity I had when I first started. I just chose to go as fast as possible. I just chose to not have limitations. I just chose to not have 10 no's make me stop doing things for a day. When I first started my first year, I think I was shooting for like 5 no's a day. And I was every single day. And I'm not talking about I wasn't taking no days off. They told me I could if I wanted to, but what for? Garen Jones, I just met him and he said he made $60,000 last month taking no days off. Why would I take a day off? When I go to check my bank account on the 15th and they say, oh, you got a deposit from Herbalife for $35,000, I'm going to be okay with that. And I'm going to say, whew, man, those times that I put in the extra work and sacrifice to get on that call, it may have got me in trouble or it may have took away from something else, but it was worth it. That birthday that you wasn't able to go to, hey, I bet you when you make $30,000 a month and you're able to buy your friend a nicer gift, they're going to forget about that birthday that you missed. Your child, oh man, we couldn't celebrate your birthday. I know it was on the 7th, but the STS was on the 7th, so we're going to have to do it on the 8th. But when you start making enough money to take them on vacations and buy them everything that they need, they're not going to trip on having to celebrate their birthday the next day. And people will argue, I'm not going to miss my child's birthday. We never are asking you to miss your child's birthday. I got kids too. But I tell you, I ain't even looked at the calendar, but if their first birthday falls on the day of an event, we're going to have to celebrate the next day or the day before. Oh, you can't do that on their first birthday. They not even going to remember their first birthday. So we're going to celebrate it when we got time to celebrate it. So that's the thing. I just really want everybody to get in touch with the opportunity that you have. Exactly. What's one day? Sarai, what's one day? You don't even care. You want to eat. So that's what I really want to talk about today, is just being in tune with all we have to offer. Be willing to talk to everybody. And when I know I've seen Rachel do it. I know I just seen that because I think I just ran across one of her posts when she was talking to somebody and she was like, I can change your life. I will. Why does everybody not believe that? Why does everybody not believe that every person you come in contact with, every person, mom, dad included, you can change their life? Because I'll tell you, I've done it. My mom, I put Herbalife in DeAndre's life. He's lost so much weight, inspired my mom. Now they're going to events. Life's changed. You can change everybody's life. If they ain't doing Herbalife, they probably doing something that they don't want to do. 90% of the time. Some people like their jobs. Cool. Absolutely. I've stayed. Do what you got to do. But most people don't like their jobs. Or most people don't like working. So this is what we have to do. We have to realize the full opportunity and the full benefit of everything that we have. The world is a crazy, crazy place these days. And everybody can use a little Herbalife in their life. Everybody can use an STS. Everybody can use a solid HON. Come here. Everybody can use something. You don't think that if everybody heard a Garen Jones call that their life would be just a little bit better? So why are you not trying to get everybody to hear his call? I remember when I first started, that's what did it for me. It wasn't STSs. It wasn't like my results. It was getting people on Garen's Monday. At the time, it was Ustream. Then it became Zoom. And what I did was I'm like, you got to listen to this guy. And that's what it became. And that's what people got inspired. I know I was like, man, forget Super Mario. Garen got all the night. Garen out here getting it. But that's because Super was only global expansion team at the time, so he wasn't living the lifestyle that Garen was. Garen was like $15K press team, making $50,000 a month. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, this guy's kind of corny too. But he out here getting it. Because he believes. He believes, and he tell you, he believes every person he comes in contact with, he can change their lives. He's not having blank, empty conversations with people just to say, I talked to somebody. He's legitimately saying every person he comes across, he can change their life. And that's what we have to know. Yours too, girl. So, and I really wanted to keep it under 30 minutes today. But I really want to give this opportunity and this time for anybody, if anybody had anything that was on their mind that they wanted to say, or if you feel, some kind of way about anything that you've heard from my call and the call earlier, to share it with everybody. Now we have about, 5 to 7 minutes to do so. So if you have anything, please unmute yourself.
Hey, it's Rachel. I just wanted to say I appreciate your call and you hitting those points, because a lot of the times we are so focused on the health aspect that we don't think about the other ways that we can change people's lives. And there's so many people going through depression and stuff that, just the positivity alone, like we can change their life. We can literally save somebody's life. So I appreciate you mentioning that.
Absolutely, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Anybody else with anything that they would like to share or contribute to the team? Yeah. I'm looking around. Appreciate you, Casey. I know we be struggling sometimes with your speaker and all of that. So I got you. And does anybody have anything, if you listened to the call this morning, what was your biggest takeaway from the call this morning? I know how some of you were on it. So I want at least one. Oh, Rachel.
Celeste Richmond said it's possible that you have to have that mindset. She said, whatever your mind can create, you can accomplish. And that was like so awesome, because we make all these declarations like it's in our mind. So you have to believe it. It is possible. You just have to do the work. So that was my biggest takeaway. And then Garen said, if you want it, fight for it. Take your mind there.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm glad a lot of you got to listen to those people, because a lot of you probably have never heard Celeste. I know you probably never heard, maybe you've never heard Style. And Style really didn't get a chance to talk. They gave him a kind of a crazy part of the call. They had him do recognition. But anyways, like a lot of you guys never heard Jonathan Weber. He was going off. A lot of people had great sections that you never. I hear these people on a weekly basis. So I'm glad you guys finally got to hear from some of those people who don't get to be out here in Southern California. Anybody else with anything? I'll take one more contribution. I'm gonna call them contribution because I'm gonna make somebody feel bad for not contributing. So anybody else with some contribution? How do you unmute it?
Hey, there you go. Hey. I'm on my phone. I never do it from here, so I always got to figure out how to do it. Anyway, I was on a call this morning, just kind of talk about things. I actually don't know who said it, But just saying that it's possible and don't worry about your past. Even things that we've talked about is you're going to hear a million no's, but that doesn't matter. Eventually they're going to come to you. And then whatever your mind imagines is what's possible. So changing your mindset, you'll change your life, just like Garen talks about all the time. It's always all about like a mindset shift. Like I told Kylie, I actually have one of my clients here. Hi. And so I was actually telling Kylie, and I told her, one of my coworkers, I just like, we can't do a whole lot of promoting at work, so it's kind of iffy about what you do. But she finally like interrupted a conversation yesterday and like just asked like what are you doing? I need to change. And it's somebody that's always been on my list that I want to change her life and I want to help her. And so that was my biggest, like it was a big day yesterday, just ups and downs, but it was good. So it's just all about changing your mindset.
Absolutely. I don't know if anybody saw my post that I had earlier with my declaration. And a lot of times, I think some of us get scared to do declarations. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of you guys' declarations in the group. But we definitely have to realize, girl, turn down. We have to realize that our declarations are things that we're willing to do on a daily basis. Yes, my daughter is crazy like a puppy. But it's things that you are willing to do on a daily basis. And I know a lot of people get scared because they're like, I don't want to declare, 2,500 volume points or 5,000 volume points because I don't know if I'm going to do it. And if I don't do it, somebody's going to make fun of me. Nobody cares. First off, nobody's going to remember next week what you declared, really. And I've been around for a long time. But it's for you. It's for you to put it in and manifest it into the universe. And then you remember that. You remember that you say you're going for 5K this month. And that's something you need to remember every single day because you're going to need it on those days when you had 3 days of just nothing, 3 days of nobody hitting you back, 3 days of no's, 3 days of returns or whatever the case may be. You're going to need it on that 4th day. You're going to need to remember, I said I was going to do this, and whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. Because people will cash it in if they have 3 or 4 bad days if you don't remember why you're doing it, and if you don't remember what your goal was that you said you would give your effort every single day to do what you already declared. Like that's what I put. I'm going to do a 20K effort every day. That's why today, I could have easily canceled the call. I could have easily stayed out in Los Angeles where it was a little bit safer, or I could have not, sat down and stopped where I stopped to do a little bit of work. Everybody doesn't need to know, but I still, did the things that I said I was going to do today because I'm going to give a 20K effort every single day. And that's what it's about. Right. That's what it's about. All right. So, and that's what I really want everybody to think about. When you put your declarations, think about giving that effort every single day. Think of today as EOM. Did you go as hard today as you did on EOM? Whenever it was EOM for you, whenever you decided to stay up late grinding because you were that close to a goal, did you work that hard today? Are you going to work that hard tomorrow? I promise you, if you take that EOM mindset every day and that I'm going to chase this goal that I said mindset every day, you're going to end up at the end of the month way better than what you thought you were. When Kylie says, I'm going to do 5K, I believe it. Because I know she's going to have a daily effort of chasing 5K. So that's what it boils down to. So before I do this, I just want to make sure nobody else has anything that they want to add before we get off.
I don't know if anybody, because Garen said it on Monday too, but to go along with what you said, Garen keeps talking about his will-do list. So I'm going to make my will-do list tonight. But he calls it his Panda, I think it's like his Panda Power Hour or something. He does a will list, and he said that everything that you do, everything that you accomplish, big or small, is a win. And so he like literally writes down everything and marks it off. So wake up, check, shake, check. Did my affirmations, check. Personal development, check. He prays for people and sends people messages. He said, I usually get between 37 and 40 things done in my first hour. So that's like a good challenge for us all to do too, to see how many things we can get done in our first hour.
Awesome. And if anybody decides to take that on, let us know. Post about it. Let us see how it went out. It worked out for you. Okay. So anybody else have anything before we get off here? No. All right. I'm going to unmute. I want to stop recording first.